What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Opps SportsCast here as we celebrate the finally some good weather rolling in here in early March. Hopefully it continues and we get to, kind of get outside and stretch a little bit, get our spring cleaning and all that kind of regimen done. But we got a lot in the sports world going on right now with the WBC getting ready to get locked in and loaded. A lot of people are really excited about that. Crazy if you guys were following along that Dominican Republic exhibition game. The crowd was absolutely going crazy, and it didn't even start yet, but it's starting today. And so we're going to get into that. We're going to be talking about the suspensions that were handed out in the MLB. A player got suspended for a whole year. What is happening? And so we'll talk about that as well as much more in the NFL offseason news. Some players getting franchise tagged, maybe some players on the trading block or have been traded already. And we're going to be talking about the implications of all of that good stuff. Of course, answering all your questions if you have any. Send any kind of notes, comments in the chat. We'll put it up on the screen. And if you haven't liked and subscribed already, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. Help your boys out in the algorithm as we're constantly trying to grow the channel, grow our reach, and provide more excellent content for you all. So let me introduce the starting lineup while I got you all here. Immediately to the side of me,
Josh from Eastside.
yeah, and immediately below,
it's your boy Big Zeke.
and David the Cut Jones will be here shortly. And so he'll be joining us as well. And so hopefully we'll have a great time talking all things sports with you guys tonight. And so let's just get right into it as we do apologize for starting a little bit late today, but the WBC tournament is underway. The first game of the season for the WBC season is starting up in a match between Australia and Chinese Taipei. And the interesting thing is, the reigning champions of this tournament from seasons ago, if you remember, it was that dramatic showdown in the U.S. versus Japan in the final game of the tournament. We got the matchup that we all wanted because at that time, it was Shohei Ohtani on the mound against his teammate at the time, Mike Trout. And what happened? Shohei Ohtani, before his arm blew out, strikes out Mike Trout to win it for Team Japan. And yet, as we head into the WBC this year, we see that Japan is not the favorite, but the USA. Zeke, are they right? Is the USA, should they be the betting favorites? Or are they counting out Shohei and the gang out in Japan that always seems to pop out new stars out there?
I haven't checked out the betting lines, but if the US is the favorite, which I mean I'm not saying that's a bad pick, but I wouldn't be surprised if Japan or even the Dominican Republic were very, very close. I think it would be a shock if one of those three didn't win at all. Those are some very, very stacked teams. But you look at, I know early on the U.S. was the favorite when you look at the top two pitchers of Paul Skeens and Tarek Skubal, the reigning Cy Youngs in their respective leagues. But Tarek Skubal's only pitching one game and then he's bouncing back to spring training. Not saying that the other pitchers aren't capable of performing well, but the other pitchers are not Tarek Skubal. So it would be interesting to see how these teams kind of govern how their players are used, especially the pitchers, because we've talked about the uptick in arm injuries before. I'm pretty sure these teams and these fans are like, if it's gonna happen, we'd rather it happen with our uniform on their chest and not a national team. As strange as that may sound, people are up in arms sometimes about, especially like with Ronald Acuna Jr. I see a lot of Braves fans upset that he's playing in the WBC and he's gonna get hurt and blah blah blah. These are the same Braves fans that were mad because he didn't run out. I mean, he crushed the ball and it ended up hitting off the top of the wall. He only got a single off of it, but you want this man to bust out of the gate in a spring training game and you're upset because he's going to play for his country in the WBC. I mean, you want him to protect himself, or you want him to go all out in a spring training game. If he's going to get hurt, he's going to get hurt. He's coming off 2 ACLs within the last 4 years, and they're mad. They're worried about him getting hurt in the WBC, but they want to watch him bust it out of the box in a spring training game. So I want to see how these managers govern how the players are being used. I don't know if that was a Terry Scuba decision or a Tigers decision to pull him out of the WBC after just one game, but kind of a bummer because it would have been nice to see those two just anchor that rotation all the way to the championship.
Yeah. I think the reason that the USA team is the betting odds favorite is just the strength of that pitching. Because I think it's and maybe you probably would agree with this. When it comes to like the lineup, I don't think any team in the WBC has a more potent lineup than Dominican Republic. But I don't think they stack up as well as Japan or as the United States when it comes to the pitching. And I think that's really where the USA is going to take this. And in my opinion, I think they got a really good shot to win it all this year because I don't think anyone can stand with this kind of pitching. I mean, they got nothing but MLB dogs on that pitching roster. Where on Japan they got a lot of unknowns, players that we haven't really seen in America. And Dominican, they do have pitchers that maybe we've seen, but they're not really the stars in our sport. Not like the U.S. where you got Paul Skeens, like you said, Tarek Skubal. You got a little older, but I mean still well known, Michael Waka, Logan Webb. You know what I mean? They got Clayton Kershaw that who knows how much he'll be able to give us, but he's always been a star in the WBC before. And then the Mets players, Clay Holmes, the young star Nolan McLean. This kid is going to be dynamite, and we'll see what he's able to do on the big stage. But it's going to be really hard to score runs on these arms, and so you got to think like, man, that has to give them a leg up because that lineup is as potent as any lineup in the WBC when you're talking about the U.S. as far as when you're going beyond their pitchers. I mean, their lineup stacks up. They got some hitters, they got some boppers. And so we'll see if the United States can actually pull it out. But man, it feels wrong betting against that Dominican Republic lineup, don't it? I mean, when you just look top 1 through 9, you're like, you gonna bet against that? It's hard.
It's going to be tough. That lineup is scary, but like you said, between the Japan team and the United States team, I think they might have the arms to tame them a little bit. Um, and then we'll see what the bats can do. I know you said Japan has a lot of arms that we haven't really heard of. They had a lot of arms we hadn't heard of last time going, and they won. I know Shohei was pitching in that one, but they had a lot of arms pitching for that team, and they had a lot of bats in that team that are now in Major League Baseball. These are the names that you will see these guys in the tournament, and then 3-4 years from now, teams are posting big money just for the right to negotiate with them and to sign them onto their team. So if you don't know them now, you will. We got what's his name? Murakami, I think his name is it Murakami or Murakami. He just signed with the White Sox. What's the Yoshinobu Yamamoto? He was one of the stars from the Japan
Yeah,
team.
unhittable in that World Series.
And you see what he did in the World Series. He went out and did his best Randy Johnson impersonation, winning the game as a starter in the first game or game 6, and then coming out of the bullpen in game 7. So yeah, just because you haven't heard of him now, it doesn't mean you won't hear about him in the future. What up, Big Dog?
Dave in the cut.
What's
Yeah.
up? Going on?
Well timed, Josh. Well played.
Yeah, man.
Now, I would just add to that, Z, one last thing is that it would not surprise me if Dominican took it all, but there's a couple players that really are going to have to perform well for them to have a shot against the lineups of Japan and the U.S. And that's the pitching because we know the hitting is going to show up, but can the pitching show up? and they got some star pitchers, but Christopher Sanchez, bona fide dog, but he's only one dude, right? They got Luis Severino. He's had a good year, when he can stay healthy anyway. He's been a very serviceable player, not on the likes and level of a Skubal or a Paul Skeens. But then you got a Sandy Alcantara. That man won a Cy Young. That man can be on the level of any of those pitchers in our sport, but he was injured with Tommy John, and he didn't really put a performance on paper that was what we have come to know and expect of Sandy. Can he put it all together? If he can, I don't put it past the Dominican Republic taking this whole thing, but they need their pitching to stand up.
If you look at that pitching staff, the strength is definitely in the bullpen. If the starters can keep it close to where the offense is going to produce, the offense might be one of those offenses that get you 5, 6, 7 runs a game. If the starters can give up 3, 4, 5 runs and turn it to that bullpen, they got some dogs in that bullpen, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they just have to not suck terribly and let the bats do what they do, and they can win some games. They can win some big games. Can they win it all? Possibly. I mean, they could slug their way to a championship, but in those tight situations, you go out there and you give up 3, 4, 5 runs to the wrong team. That might be too much against a Paul Skeens or a Yamamoto, or I don't know. I don't think Shohei's pitching in this tournament, but some unknown Japanese pitcher that we haven't heard of yet, who can go out and give you 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs, and let their bullpen take it over. So it's gonna be fun to watch, man. I'm excited. I'm not excited about tonight's game. I mean, I couldn't care less about Australia and
Australia
China.
and China. Yeah.
So going back to a little bit of the odds that you were talking about, as of recently, Team USA is favored at 110 for odds to win it, and then 400 points away in the positive at 330 to 350 is Japan, and then not far behind 400 to 450 is DR. And like you guys said, Americans are heavily backed to win with 70% of tickets for the tournament favoring them, according to DraftKings.
Throw that slick back up on the screen of the World Baseball Classic, the tournament bracket. Might be fun to just kind of okay. So they got four different pools, and one pool is playing in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That's Pool A. You got Pool B playing in Houston, Texas. Pool C playing in Tokyo, Japan, and then Pool D is playing out of Miami, Florida. Two teams from each pool will advance to the next round to the quarterfinals. I think we kind of all know who's coming out number one in these pools. Maybe except I think we kind of know who's coming.
Toss up, man. I don't know.
Who do you think is coming out of Pool A?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like all the other pools are like, all right, it's going to be the U.S., it's going to be Japan, it's going to be the Dominican Republic. That's probably the betting favorite. Pool A, I don't know. Puerto Rico isn't the Puerto Rico of old. That roster took a lot of hits with all the insurance issues and everything. They don't have Lindor. They don't have Carlos Correa. I saw Nolan Arenado was playing for them, but he's not Nolan Arenado of yesteryear.
No.
So, I mean, Eddie Rosario, I saw him on the field, and his beard is about as gray as yours, man. That man is – I didn't recognize him until they said it was him.
He said, yo.
Hey, yo.
Don't be talking about the gray beards.
It's going to be interesting.
What did I say?
I mean, Cuba always puts a good product on the field. We'll see if Canada can actually put something together. I don't have a lot of confidence in Panama at all. Colombia, who's on Colombia's roster? Anybody we're afraid of here? Let's take a look at their roster.
I don't know any of these people, man. Jose Quintana, I know him. I think I've heard of Luis Patino. Oh, yeah. Julio Teheran, I remember him.
I'm terrified of Chechia, though, out of Pool C. I feel like they got some dogs, so
yeah, okay.
Literally.
Okay, Dave. Yeah, Colombia's big bopper is Gio Urshela.
Carlos Arroyo.
Who?
Carlos Arroyo.
Who he play for, Josh?
Oh no,
Okay.
Colombia.
Yo, I
Colombia.
gotta
Good
see who
job.
plays for Chechia, man. Let me see.
Carlos Arroyo, that's the basketball player from Puerto Rico.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and that was one of the reasons why when the insurance issue that hit Puerto Rico hurt so bad because Puerto Rico was so upset they were threatening to pull out of the tournament, and they're actually holding the World Baseball Classic in San Juan, and so that would have completely sabotaged like a lot of the planning for these events, and so they protested a little bit, but obviously not enough. I mean, Puerto Rico still got some dogs on that team, some people that you've heard of. They got Edwin Diaz, Seth Lugo, you know what I mean? They got some guys on there,
He just named
Yaxel Rios.
former Mets. Boo.
But I mean, I really don't know. I mean, they've been hit so hard. A lot of their players there. And, oh, okay, MJ Melendez, he's been playing good in spring training, but I mean, they were thinking of sending him to AAA. So like, it's like how big of an impact do you think they'll make? And so Pool A is probably not going anywhere past the quarterfinals. It's going to come down to the United States, Japan, Dominican Republic. I like Venezuela's roster. I think they advance. Um,
Puerto Rico got better players as coaches and managers, dude.
right? Yeah,
They got
yeah.
Yadier Molines, Juan Gonzalez, Edgar Martinez, Sandy Alomar Jr.,
That's a squad, bro.
Joey
They were in
Cora.
their prime.
Come on,
That's a
man.
squad. That's a squad if they were in their prime,
90s
bro.
All Stars right there.
Oh my goodness. But we had teams last WBC that surprised. Mexico came out of nowhere and gave everybody a run for their money. We'll see who's going to be that surprise dark horse team. But can anyone give Japan and Pool C a run for their money? Is going to be interesting.
Maybe Korea. I don't know, man. Not probably not.
Well, you never know, man. I mean,
You never know. I mean, that's why you play the
Johnny could
games. But
tear both of his Achilles. You know what I'm saying? And
wow, hey, yo,
Oh
it's
my
payback for what I said
goodness.
last week,
There
D.
goes the AC.
just saying, just saying, bro.
It's payback
Game right.
game.
It could
Dang.
happen.
Game right.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
My man said if Judge going down, Shohei going down too.
How dare you?
Oh my gosh.
It was a hypothetical, pimp.
We can't have that, bro. You know how superstitious baseball is. We're not supposed to, as Christian men, we're not supposed to
Uh-huh.
be superstitious, bro. But for
But as
real,
baseball
come on,
fans,
man. Yes,
can't help it.
can't help it, bro.
Lucky socks and all.
That's
Okay.
Ain't nothing working
All
for
right.
Mets fans, so I don't know what they gonna do.
I don't know.
Well, in other news, spring training underway. A lot of the WBC teams were playing spring training matchups against, some of the MLB affiliates. I thought it was funny when the Nicaragua team actually lost to the Mets, which was basically a bunch of AAA dudes. There was really no one on there because everybody was on their WBC team. So Nicaragua is going to be in for it if they can't beat the AAA team of the New York Mets. Um, but Dominican Republic came out to play, beating the Detroit Tigers 12-4, and launching crazy home runs. Soto, Manny
You
Machado
watched that
launching
game
some
though,
huge
man. They
home
gave
runs
they gave up the lead in the ninth, man. They got closer issues, bro. Did you watch that game?
in the ninth. That's when they hit all those home runs. You trying to say?
No, what I'm saying is all the home runs don't matter. But what I'm saying is they put a guy out there to close the game out in the ninth while they were winning, and he blew the lead. Like they had a 2-run lead, and this dude went out there and could not find the plate. He ended up giving up some 3 runs, yeah, and they ended up taking the lead. They eventually won, but it's
This
not
was the
good luck,
same
man.
Dominican Republic game because I thought they won that 12-4.
Nah, the DR played today, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're talking about today? Okay, I
Yeah,
was talking about yesterday's game.
nah, today's game.
Okay, no, I didn't see today's game.
Yeah, I don't. That wasn't recorded. That was actually today.
Okay,
That they But anyway, man, I mean, they're filling out the rosters, man, and filling who's playing where. I saw that our U.S. team had Ernie Clement playing left field. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he is a utility guy, but they're trying to figure out where they're gonna play guys and what they're gonna do. There's no doubt where Aaron Judge is gonna be playing. That dude almost killed somebody today with a home run. That was ridiculous. Did you guys see that?
Nah.
453 feet, and it
What the
was
heck, dude?
nothing nice.
Here's some of your scores for today.
Colombia's in trouble, bro.
See that?
They lost to Atlanta. Puerto Rico lost to Minnesota. The Twins. Israel lost to the New York Mets. These WBC squads, they straight losing. Mexico lost to the Dodgers.
But look at this.
Cuba lost to Cincinnati. Holy smokes, they got crushed.
Yo,
None of the WBC teams won.
hey, the
Jeez.
U.S. one.
Yeah, U.S. won.
Yeah, the U.S. murdered them today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Detroit and Dominican were tied. And
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about yesterday where they were on like 12-4 and they were just
Yeah.
like going crazy there. Okay.
You're talking here.
So yeah, they tied. They didn't end up losing, but
Right.
They didn't
obviously
lose. They
got to
didn't
go
lose.
extra innings. But
But that was what we were worried about. Is that not their hitting, it's their pitching. They can't, they may not be able to keep up. So
Israel
we'll
beat
see.
Miami yesterday.
what?
Everybody beats Miami.
Right?
Except for the Mets.
I knew he was gonna say something, Zeke. I knew he was gonna say something. I
Look,
wish I had
if
a
it
little
wasn't for
mute
your- if
button.
it wasn't for your boys Hernandez and that other dude crying because the Marlins was actually happy to win a game, I wouldn't have said nothing.
Even Tyreek Hill's wife is beating the Marlins, man. Any Miami team, bro. She's taking it to him, man. Anything with a Miami logo on it, she's killing it.
Oh my
Man,
gosh.
be censored here. All right, fellas. I don't know where to go
What
after
are
that, bro.
you talking about? Oh my goodness. Let's move on, bro.
Next topic.
Yes, please, please.
Goodness.
I don't know how to segue off of that, fellas. All right, MLB. Jerks and Profar, your Atlanta Braves, Zeke. Another season, another suspended Atlanta Brave. This time for the whole season, all 162 games. Now, to my understanding, they're in the process of appealing that suspension. But any shot in your mind that this gets overturned or time to cut bait
Has
with
it
Profar?
happened before? Yes. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. I guess it's a good thing we signed Mikey Skrimsky because we gonna need somebody to play left field. That's what I'm thinking. So it's whatever. It is what it is. At least it happened before the season started this year.
What is this
Last
dude
year he
doing,
waited.
man? Like for real?
I don't know. I don't know. Last year he said he was taking some kind of fertility drugs and it set it off, and everybody's like, "Oh, he just want to have a baby." And now it's like, "All right, what's the problem now? Like, what's the issue this time?" So I'd love to see what kind of excuse they come up with this time, and we'll see how it plays out. But I really hope there's some kind of recourse. This dude signed a huge contract, man.
He's not going to get that money though. Not suspended.
That's what I'm hoping. Like I hope we can find a way to avoid the last year. He's a 3-year contract, and he missed half of last season. He's going to miss all of this season.
So from what I get gathered from listening to the story about this, Zeke, is that because he's suspended, that money is freed up. They can reallocate that money.
Good. Let's go sign a pitcher. I heard Lucas Giolito is still out there. Let's go get Giolito, throw him on that pitching staff, and see what we can do. I don't know. I'm over it. I mean, it was nice to have him in the lineup when he was in the lineup. He produced. It was we were able to, as the baseball analysts like to say, stretch the lineup, have him at the top, and move some guys down. Braves lineup was pretty anemic last year. I mean, we had to deal with watching Nick Allen.
What position does he play?
Who?
Profar.
Profar? Left field.
Oh, okay.
So
Hey, you guys want Jason Dominguez?
the Martian, what we got to give up for him?
Just a
Change the
box of
scenery could be good
crayons
for him.
and a couple
Oh,
coloring books. We'd be good.
man, I give you that
We
myself.
want that, but we want the 64 count with
Nah, man,
with
they
the
had it.
crayon sharpener on the back of the box. It
I'll
has
give you
to
the
Hey,
be,
hey,
256
hey! You're
count.
asking for too
I'll give you
much
the
now.
256 count, pimp,
huh?
as an added bonus.
You gonna give us what?
The 256 count. Forget that 64. You get all the colors, my guy. Change the scenery might be good for him, man.
Oh my goodness, that dude can catch a cold, bro. His defense is horrible. And left field is like left field can be weird, man. When he was in AAA, I watched him play here in Rochester a couple times, man, and he was like, his defense was just everything. I don't know if it's just is the stage too big for him or what, man, but
It is Yankee Stadium.
yeah, man, I guess whatever,
Who's your
man.
DH? Why can't he DH?
I mean, he could, man, if it just. I don't know. He'll go somewhere else and be a superstar. That's how it generally
Yeah, come
happens.
down to Atlanta.
And we end up begging for him to come back like we did Cody Bellinger. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be all
Whatever,
right.
man.
He's still young. How old is he? He was like 22, 21.
If 22, I think.
Yeah, he's still a baby, man.
Yeah, you guys want Anthony Volpe? You guys can have him too.
No, no, we need somebody that can actually play shortstop.
Yeah,
Yikes.
we got some dogs in camp right now at shortstop, bro. Volpe should be scared, man. I'm trying to tell you. But Brian Cashman will screw it up, so he's fine. He'll be safe.
Paying for the name.
That's it, man. It's the cute little smile. They want Anthony to be happy. It's the cute little smile that gets him. You know,
I'm mad Cito never panned. I was looking forward to see him
man.
get to the
Cito
top.
could hit the fastball. He could hit the breaking ball, man. His defense was sick though.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, man.
Oh well.
Okay.
We're done.
We're done.
All right. That
Yeah.
was a
What do you
whole
think
tangent.
of? I'm sorry, Gazzy.
No, I just said that was a whole tangent. We were supposed to be talking about Jerks and Profar. Ended up talking about Cito Culver.
I'm trying to find
Whoa.
somebody to help y'all out, man.
He's trying to give
While
Volpe
trying to
away.
cut bait. What'd you say,
Yeah.
Josh?
We
Trying to
got
give
we got a
Volpe
dog.
away.
We got a dog at shortstop in spring training. Like everybody's talking about Connor Griffin. Like, 19-year-old got 3 home runs already in spring training. We got a shortstop. He's a teenager. He had like 2 or 3 home runs in spring training. So I
Connor
hope.
Griffin is the
You
number
talking
one
about the dude
prospect in
that's
MLB.
only had 3 at bats
I
and hit
know
3 home runs?
what happened.
You talking about the cat that had 3 at bats? He's like DHing 3 times and hit three.
Oh, it's
three
up to
home,
4. He's 4
huh?
for 4 with 4 home
Come
runs.
on, bro. He hit number 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't remember his name, but I heard it. I heard it on the way home. They were talking about it on MLB radio. 4 for 4 with 4 home runs, man.
oh man, he better watch his Achilles, bro. That sounds like
Dang, you want his Achilles? My bad, dude. I apologize.
he
Aaron
better
Judge
protect his
has
Achilles,
Achilles
bro.
of steel.
He
Nothing's
don't
gonna happen
sound
to
like
his
it's
Achilles.
safe out there for him. All right,
Vance
PZ.
Honeycutt.
What's his
Vance
name?
Honeycutt, that's him.
Vance Honeycutt.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Who,
Well,
who was the kid that went out there with like 15 chains on, and that dude was dropping everything under the sun, bro? Did you see him?
No, but golly,
This kid,
that
man.
sounds
I hope he's
hilarious.
going no time
I'm,
soon.
I'm gonna find the video, man. They everything was coming to this kid, bro. He couldn't catch anything, and he had like I mean, he was shining, bro. I'm not even kidding. He had like this. I think he's like the number 1 ranked kid in MLB, the number 1 ranked prospect too.
That's Connor Griffin.
That's. I was gonna say that's Connor
Is
Griffin,
that him?
the dude from the Pirates.
No, hold on a sec. It can't be him. Hold on, I'll find out
He's the
who it
number 1
is. Too.
prospect.
Connor Griffin. Kevin McGongle. Jesus
Came from the
Mary.
I
Tigers.
can't remember his name, bro. I'll
Leo
find it.
DeVries. Who do he play for? Who is it?
I can't even remember, bro. It was because they were showing highlights, and it was just more funny to me than anything. I'll find out. I'll find it though.
All right.
Hey, but real quick, did anybody catch Um, Shia LaBeouf. What's this kid's name? Shia LaBeouf.
Shia
Buff.
LaBeouf.
The actor. Yeah,
Did
my man was
anybody
wilding.
catch? Did anybody catch the interview he did where he was roasting Mike Piazza?
Mm-mm.
Bro, I saw that. That was hilarious,
Bro,
man.
Mike Piazza has to answer that, bro.
Right. We need you to come to the podium, sir.
He's got
We
to
need
answer
you to
for
come
that.
to the podium.
I
Yo, Shy said that he tried to get Mike Piazza's autograph like 90 times, and the dude shot him down every time. He said
Yeah,
he's the reason why he signs every autograph for his fans because of Mike
dang.
Piazza. And then he
I mean,
commenced to Aaron. He was airing Mike Piazza out. I don't know how Mike Piazza comes back from that, bro.
bro. You got to send him some kind of memorabilia in the mail. But man, the man was just talking about on that podcast that like how he would go to like the to the games. Everybody, we would get everybody's autograph except Mike Piazza. So he kept going back over and over again to try to get his autograph. And every single time, this man never gave him an autograph. So he was basically
other
cussing up a
other than
storm.
Easy, is anybody else on this panel surprised? I mean, Piazza is kind of a jerk.
Mike Piazza is the
Is he really? Was that what he's known for or something? Like I didn't realize that.
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
the same dude that held a press conference to announce that he's not gay. I mean, come
Bro,
on.
he had to come to the podium for that as well, bro. Because there was some
Did he
rumors and
though?
he had to,
Did he though? Did he though?
bro.
No.
Like
No.
that was back in the day when it wasn't like, it was not in vogue, put it that way. Culture was not accepting at that time.
I
Same
mean,
dude that wouldn't he refused to refer to a grown man as Chipper. He always called him Larry.
We
It,
called him Larry because he killed us, and anything to get under that man's nerves. And so
it
like
didn't work, huh?
the Mets fans were chanting Larry during the game. They were just trying to get under his
It
nerves.
didn't work.
It's hilarious.
He
Nah, it didn't
still
work.
owns you.
But brother, it
Look at
was
his
worth a
son
try because
Shay.
nothing else was working either. I
Yeah,
mean, we,
watch
we
him
could have
drop that.
done what Roger Clemens did to Mike Piazza and just throw a bat at him or throw a baseball at his head. But I don't know if that would have worked. But
He would have turned around and hit that out of the park too.
he probably would have. We ain't as dirty as the Yankees. We ain't try that, unfortunately.
Oh
Poor
man.
Josh.
Salty New York against New York.
hold up, bro. I gotta throw this picture up for you. Oh man.
I don't know if I want to see
I
this
was gonna
picture.
say you guys were talking about Shia LaBeouf and how Piazza scarred him not signing his autograph. Shia LaBeouf went from signing autographs for fans to signing court proceedings in Louisiana.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all he got.
Got arrested.
Bing, bing.
Did
And
he
I
really?
Yeah, he got arrested in Louisiana, and then some like random stranger, from what I understand, bailed him out. Some fan, I don't really
Other
know.
hospitality.
That's crazy. I seen
Yeah,
a video of him fighting someone outside of a bar or something like that. He was throwing the ones and twos with him.
yep.
But like, imagine like how drunk you got to be at a bar and like actually like, bro, I'm getting ready to punch.
Yay!
You
Never
couldn't
fails.
have timed that any better, Peasy.
I don't time these
Oh my
things.
goodness.
My comedic timing is just impeccable.
It's like, bro, I'm about to see you.
That was hilarious.
Tell you, man.
That's how we roll here in the ops, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's coming next. You never know, guys. That's why you got to stay tuned.
Hold up,
All
man. I
right,
got this picture, man. I need to show this picture, bro. But I got
go
this.
for it.
There's a picture of this bum Juan Soto back here that I can't get rid of, and I don't know
Man.
why.
Oh, you need some
You
help?
throwing shade at the Mets, man?
Nah, I'm throwing shade at Juan Soto,
It's played out, bro.
right
Get over
fielder
it.
of all right fielders.
Get over it, bro. He dumped you. He dumped you.
All right,
It's
here we
gonna be
go.
okay.
Yeah, he looks better gone anyway, bro. I'm not tripping. Look at this
Those
kid.
things aren't things for
Oh,
spring
Mac
training.
Clark. What the heck?
Man was
Yeah, man.
shining though.
Yo, he's shining, but he was not catching. I can tell you that. And
It's
then
because those
He's one of the top prospects for the Tigers.
yeah, he is. And he said he doesn't care what people say about his chains, but yeah, he went on to write like a 5-page essay about explaining everything, man. It was just like, look at
That's
the eye
pretty
black
much
though,
saying he
man. What are we
cares.
doing right
No,
now?
it says he's a top prospect for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh, I literally just said that 40 seconds ago.
I thought you said Dodgers.
I
It
fixed
says
it.
Detroit on his jersey though.
I started to say Dodgers, but I said Tigers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My bad.
all right. Well, yeah.
It's for
Yeah,
That
players.
well,
when
you
you're in the
ever see
news for
on
the wrong
you guys
reasons,
ever
bro.
see
That's
on the
just
damn pat I'm sorry, you guys ever see on what's the cat that used to be on ESPN and he has his own show with Stugotz?
Levitard.
you, ever,
Levitard, Dan Levitard.
you ever see when Stugotz used to repeat something that Dan Levitard said?
Yep.
He used to get so mad, man.
Yep. Show killer.
Right? Stugotz would say something. He would read something like 2 minutes after Dan already said it, and he'd be like, "You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! That's you, Josh. We have to show you some of those clips, yo. They are so funny, man.
Yo, I used to love that show, man.
Yo, you talk about a sports show that never talked about sports.
Yeah,
It would
there was
make you
like a
so
sports show
mad,
that made fun of sports shows.
right?
It was so dope.
It would make you so mad if you were like a first or second, third, fourth time watcher viewer and you didn't understand the whole concept of the show. I was like, these dudes
It
don't
definitely
talk
took a
about
while.
sports, and then people were like, exactly, that's exactly what it's about, man. You're missing the point. So
And it was crazy because didn't they take the SVP slot?
they did,
Yeah.
they did.
So you tune in and it's like, wait a minute, what's going on? But then like, yeah, he grew on me.
Well, let's
Anywho,
talk about what else is in the news here. Dave, how you feel about your boy from Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, rolling up with a Jordan logo man card with the chain necklace? What is this saying about the your favorite thing to do, which is collect cards? That multiple cards now have a chain attached to it, and people rocking it around like it's like some kind of like spinning clock.
Okay, man. So there's a method to this madness. Okay, so the backstory is that Logan Paul, right? Logan Paul is the WWE kid, right?
Hmm.
So Logan Paul owned this Pokemon card that literally just sold for like $16 million. Prior to that, Kevin O'Leary's Kobe and Jordan Logo Man card sold for $12 million. So Kevin O'Leary's been doing the media tour about his card being the almighty card, and now that since he owns it, it's worth $20 million now, and he's literally like only had it for 6 months or so. So it's gone up in $8 million value because he owns it with his co-op or whatever. So what Kevin O'Leary is doing is basically he's trying to turn his card into the next Jake Paul card by putting the gold chain on it and all of the bedazzled diamonds around it and stuff. He's flossing a little bit. I think he's having a little fun. I also think that he's a lot of bit delirious, thinking that his card is worth $20 million. Not to hate, man. Like, I don't know how I would react if I pulled $1,000 card out of a pack. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as I've been collecting, I've been into collecting cards for like the last 2 years, man, and I've gone through my phases. I went from the Kevin O'Leary type of hoping that I would hit something like that to realizing how much this is gambling every time you buy a box of cards and you just like throwing your money into a slot machine. We are never gonna hit nobody on this panel. We will never hit a card that big, man, because the system is just the way that the card game is set up now, man. The collectibles game is set up for people like Kevin O'Leary to be able to do what he's doing right now. So you see right here, it says net $19.2 million basketball card. That card is not worth that. and it's not worth that because nobody paid that for it. He paid $12 million for that card, and that's what that card's worth.
But it's I think what they're also talking about like the chain and everything else with
Bruh, I can guarantee you that is not uh $7.2 million worth of diamonds around that chain. It's not.
no.
It's really not. Even Logan Paul, his when they auctioned off his card, they actually took his card out of the holder with all the diamonds and the chain and stuff. They reholdered it and they actually sold the card in a new holder, and the chain and all of that stuff, the diamonds and stuff came with it. That stuff right there, man. It's um it's Kevin O'Leary doing what he does, man. It's
What did he sell it for?
he hasn't sold it.
No, Logan Paul. He sold it for 21.4 million, I thought.
Nah, it's 16.
16?
He sold his card, his Pokemon card sold for 16 million.
16.4 mil with it out of the chain off.
The chain, they threw the chain in because the nostalgia of it being Logan Paul's. You know
I
what I'm
got you.
saying? But here's the bigger thing, man. The more that I've gotten into this thing, man, I've realized that we're paying for we're paying for images of of men on cardboard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there can be a fun part to it, but there also could be a very sad, pathetic part to it too. And for me, I chase one person card wise, that's Manny Machado. But I've also started collecting vintage cards. So I'm chasing the Hank Aaron's, you know what I'm saying? The Ernie Banks, the Kurt Floods. I'm chasing those cards, man. The 56 tops cards. I'm really heavy into those because those guys made their mark already. When you're chasing guys, Jordan and Kobe, they made their mark. But again, we're never going to be able to touch cars like this. So my thing is, if you're going to get into collecting cars, go vintage. Don't mess around with any of this modern stuff because it's literally just a slot machine, man. You just throwing your money in there and you praying that you get a hit, and you're not gonna win.
Unless something turns into something in 20 years.
Yeah, but that's the
But
thing though, Josh. They're overprinting these cars so much right now, right? So a base card, if you bought a box of Tops 75-year anniversary cards, right,
Hmm.
and you got like a base. Who's the hot guy this year? Who Zeke? Who do you think the hot guy is to chase? Like rookie wise this year.
Rookie wise,
Yeah,
well now Connor Griffin, um,
Nolan
And then the
McCulley,
Eli kid from but those guys are in Bowman. You know what
Eli
I'm saying?
Roman
Williams,
Anthony.
Yeah, Roman
Bichette,
Anthony. Let's go
not
with
Bichette,
Roman Anthony.
Ethan Holiday.
Yeah. So you go with
Oh, right.
Roman Anthony,
Holiday.
right? If you get they print in one print run for the top 75 anniversary set, they print 8 point I think it's 8.7 million cards of just his base card, just the one base card, right? Then you got all these other filler cards in there. They overprint fillers and just inserts and stuff like that to make the product thicker, to give it more, so they can print more volume and they can put more junk out there.
Sure, they got to have 50 million packs on a Target bench.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, man? It's like it's a waste of money, man. It really is. Unless that's why I know the cars that I want, I go buy them. If it's vintage, I go chase them and I buy them. It's just that simple, man. It's
But
like
what's driving up the market? Because I seen this on one of those financial podcasts. They were talking about the reason that Jake Paul was able to even sell it to the guy that bought it is that his whole like business strategy or portfolio strategy is to collect rare items because he doesn't want to be in, let's say, like necessarily like the Bitcoin space, or he doesn't want to necessarily, just be holding on to that in cash because that doesn't appreciate the way that a rare item would. And he thinks like as the market becomes more flooded with, inflationary, transactions, that these things will prove to hold their value and grow in value in a greater way than other assets.
So check this out. What the rarity of it is, rarity is availability, right? So what makes besides a card being like maybe there's only there may be 500 in existence, but yours is like the best one out of the bunch, right? But what makes something have a value of $50 million if you paid $10 million? Where does it get its value? How does it get a $50 million value? Does anybody know?
The owner.
No, the next buyer.
Well, yeah.
You can ask $50 million. You can say my card's worth $50 million, but if you pay $10 million, it's worth $10 million. It's not worth 50 until the next person, the next buyer says, "Yeah, that's worth 50. I'm going to pay for it." You feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. So PZ, that's what's driving it, man. What's driving it is these people want to get these big cars and they want to be able to put the dollar amount on them that they want to put on them. That's the drive. You got I've said this a lot of times, man. With the card game, you got a lot of degenerate gambler people that came into the card game during COVID because the casinos were shut down and they didn't have anything to get that rush of pulling that slot machine arm down to see what they were going to hit. So
Hmm.
that's why you had people pulling guns on each other and stuff in Target trying to get baseball cards. There was one person, I'm not gonna say his name, but his first name starts with a G and his last name starts with a V. He did an interview where he went and said, "I'm gonna tell you guys what to do. Go buy these baseball cards. I'm buying 150 of these cards. These cards are gonna be, go up in price and blah blah." He did this during the pandemic and it set off a firestorm. And that's where all the gamblers went, man. They went and they were like, "I'm gonna instantly get rich if I'm able to get my hands on these cars," and it just drove this firestorm of people, fighting for boxes and just overpricing of boxes of cards and stuff. It was just completely ridiculous, and we're in the remnants of it right now. We still are.
I mean,
It's
the
getting
same
worse.
thing. Yeah, the same thing could be said though. Like when a couple of years back when crypto was really like kicking off crazy, Bitcoin started going up, and then all of a sudden, excuse me, you see like these bull rush markets where one really big name celebrity slash billionaire says everybody go invest in GameStop, and then GameStop, their market share just like skyrockets and literally makes millionaires overnight,
Yeah,
and then everybody sells. So like it's all I don't know, like it is, it's a cat and mouse type game.
yeah. The
It's
beauty
fake.
in the GameStop thing though was the hedge funds were trying to short GameStop. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? They were trying to literally
Right.
short it and drive its value down. And
Yep.
then Reddit came in and Reddit was like, "Nah, man, we're not gonna let this happen." Right? And then they all jumped on what is that trading platform? Oh man,
Robinhood.
Robinhood.
Robin
They
Hood,
all
yeah.
jumped on Robinhood, man, and they literally showed what power the quote unquote little man has. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They were like, "Nah, we're not gonna let you short this. We're gonna go in and we're gonna show you." And it was amazing what they did, man. It's like, I mean,
But now
it's
you walk into a GameStop. You ever walked into a GameStop store? How depressing is
yeah,
it,
dude.
bro?
It's not what
What
it
is
used to
it?
be.
Like, what does it consist of? They're doing baseball cards now. They're doing like where you could take your cards and get your cards submitted and graded. That's a big business for them
Yep.
now.
Not just that, but they're also doing all the they're still doing the Pokemon. They're still doing the anime stuff. Like
Yeah,
One Piece is
Pokemon
killing it
is a
right now.
whole. It takes up a whole wall in a GameStop
Yep.
store, man. It's crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, Chris. So I'm
Uh,
sorry, man. I didn't mean to go off on that tangent, bro. But the card game is sick right now, man. It's not good, and not in a good way.
all right. Well, let's transition to NFL.
To
Some
another not
surprise.
well place.
What you say?
I said to another not well place.
Not well placed. All right. Some surprising offseason moves.
Zeke.
Maybe surprising to some, maybe not surprising to everyone, but Kyler Murray was released, and yeah, just straight out cut. Number one
What?
draft, number one draft pick. Let him go. I always liked Kyler Murray. I had him on my fantasy squad a couple of years in a row. He always did good for me. But
Didn't
yeah,
do good for the
they
Cardinals.
it didn't do good for the car. He was a better fantasy quarterback than he was a real life quarterback, unfortunately for the Arizona Cardinals. But
What?
if
Cocky guy. Oh,
I never liked Kyler
because
Murray, man.
yeah, because he was released, they still owe him to that salary. So any team can pick him up for basically veterans minimum. Which team out there you think should take a gamble on Kyler Murray, if you would even call it a gamble?
the Las Vegas A's. They said they'll take him back. Why are you laughing, Josh? I'm being dead serious.
I
They said
know
they'll
because
take
he
him
was
back.
going to be a baseball player before.
Yeah,
They said they'll take him back. He's still young. Carve out a career in baseball.
so messed up.
28 years old.
Hang it up. You know what I thought would be a good landing spot for my man Kyler Murray? Two places. And my 1A and 1B, if he's gonna resurrect his career, Minnesota Vikings, bro. If he can find a way to be the Minnesota Vikings quarterback, I mean to be able to throw to Jay Jettas, Addison, Hawkinson, and to be able to scramble the way that he can because their offensive line isn't the greatest, to me that puts them in potential to be contending again, especially when you consider the other thing that happened in the uh, NFC North, which we'll talk about in a second. But the other place is, what do you guys think? Is he an upgrade over Tua if he goes to Miami?
Uh,
Ooh, your daughter is an upgrade over Tua.
Bro.
that's a fact, actually. I mean, like,
Look,
he's not lying.
Josh, I've seen baby girl. I played football with baby girl. She's an upgrade over Tua.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man. Man nearly killed himself playing football with all the hits that he's taken to the head.
Ghost fingers.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
put
mean,
a gun to his head
yeah.
and made him do it too, right?
Listen, Peasy, to entertain you just for a quick moment so we can keep moving on. I don't want to continue to bore the guys, but if it, maybe Minnesota, but like I see Kyler Murray at this stage right now taking a secondary role, even though he probably won't, and playing the valuable backup position for a contending team, honestly, because that's really what he needs to do right now. Chase chase the ring, and consider maybe giving some face value to decent play time on a team that's willing to contend or able to contend. Honestly, I think that's probably his best bet, especially with like some of the injuries that have plagued them, and I just don't. I really don't. I never saw the hype on Kyler Murray except for he was able to scramble, and was really good at baseball also. So I I don't know.
All right, guys, more consequential franchise tag. Daniel Jones or Dallas Cowboys when they tag George Pickens.
Daniel Jones.
Indiana Jones, baby, all day, every day, baby. Let's go. No, but I'm glad they transition tagged Daniel Jones because I did not want them to give him a long-term contract. Now I may hype him up while I'm here on the podcast just because I think it's funny to do that. Um, I did not want them to sign him long term, especially after that injury. You don't know what he's going to be like, and even if he finished the season healthy, you don't know what he's going to be like because he's been heckling Jekyll and Hyde his whole career. And so, like, I think to me, he's got to put a season like that a couple of years in a row before I feel comfortable giving Daniel Jones a long-term contract after what I saw him do on the field for the New York Giants. And so, yeah, but most people are saying right now that George Pickens, giving him that kind of franchise tag, he's not going to like it. And if he's not happy, Cowboys are probably not going to be happy. So I don't know if you guys think that's a wise move or not, or if it's something that probably is going to come back to bite Jerry Jones.
Everything Jerry does come back to bite him. So
Well said, Zeke. Second thing I agreed with.
All right, and then I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk Josh's favorite team. I'm gonna throw this over to you, Josh. In the news, there was a article circling around where they thought that it was time to say goodbye to AJ Brown, and they felt that Devontae Smith could take that leap into similar situation of the Seattle Seahawks when they let go of DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith. Njigba just took off, right? A lot of people think that Devontae Smith can make that kind of leap without an AJ Brown there. Do you think it's time to let go of AJ Brown and see what they can get in draft capital to rebuild that roster?
Absolutely not. I don't think you can rebuild the roster for one. Get after letting go of AJ. Um, he's still by far top five receiver in the league, if you ask me. He could go anywhere and be productive. That's just the type of player he is. The physicality he brings, his route running is elite, and his hands are amazing. His yards after catch, that's just he's just a physical dominant presence on the field. I I think his what did they say his dead cap was $26.8 million or something like that. It's a lot of money to just to just walk away from. And I don't think that Howie, being the smart GM he is, would even consider trading him away for anything less than a first round draft pick. Um, because again, he's got a lot of life. He's a younger receiver as well. He's got a life ahead of him as well. And I don't think the problems are as bad as what everybody claims they are. And so I really don't see them walking away from AJ Brown this offseason unless something amazing comes up and they're given a first round draft pick or or a first round draft player from another team that is a stud and can come in and day one make an impact.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they decide to do in the offseason here. The Eagles have always put a good team on paper. We'll see if they can draft right again. It's going to be fun to see what happens. Um, okay, let's jump to it happened today.
Here we go.
on this date back in 1927, George Herman Babe Ruth, not good enough to be in Dave's top three.
I knew it was coming.
The
But
greatest right fielder ever.
yeah, okay.
Except there was three chosen over him.
He,
Yo.
he became the highest paid player in MLB history. 3 years, 210, not million, $210,000, $70,000 per year.
Got the bag, baby.
Yeah.
That was billionaire status back then. And back in 1980, was it 89? That was 93. Dave. Anywho, the first ESPY Awards.
Wait, what happened? It's the wrong date.
I thought it was 1993.
I think it was, man.
Dang. Anywho, the first ESPY Awards came out in 1990. That's ESPN's Athlete of the Year, all different kinds of titles. I had a list of winners that day, but I lost it, so my bad. Michael Jordan won Male Athlete of the Year and NBA Player of the Year. Monica Seles, tennis star from yesteryear, she won Female Athlete of the Year. And it's crazy because Michael Jordan was in the news again this week. For those of our followers who might be NASCAR fans, Tyler Reddick won another race. It's kind of crazy. First driver in NASCAR history to open the season with a three-peat. He's won the first three races of the season, and I saw a bunch of people pointing to, oh, it's kind of funny that Michael Jordan sues NASCAR, and all of a sudden he wins the first three races of the year. It is what it is.
Conspiracy.
One thing that I did give him credit for though is he's in the during the post race interview. Um, he came out like the interviewer was asking him, how's it feel to be able to be the owner and put this team together and blah blah blah. He's like, look, then he put the team together. Then he went out and found Tyler Reddick. I just put up the money. he was honest about his role, and I'm sitting there like, yo, I wish Jerry would do that. Just shut up, put the money up, and let the smart people in the room put the team together. It's working for Mike. I don't understand why Jerry won't do it, but like I said before, I saw the Cowboys documentary, so I fully understand why Jerry won't do it. His ego won't let him. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm happy for Mike and Denny Hamlin, and which is crazy because Denny Hamlin is still racing. I thought he was retired. No, he's still racing. He's racing for Joe Gibbs. But his team is winning all the races this year. It's kind of crazy. Funny how NASCAR works.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah.
Yo, can we talk about this Babe Ruth thing real quick though for just a second?
What up, pimp?
$70K a year equates
I
to
looked it up.
$1.2 to $1.3 million a year. The Yankees payroll was $250,000 that year.
Dang.
Yeah. So he made up
200,000?
$250,000 that year.
Wow.
That is pretty wild.
Soto gets that per at bat.
Yeah. That is nuts to me. But
yeah, that money is worth that whole contract is worth like $3.9 million in today's money, man. It's crazy.
That's like,
and even that's cheap.
Very, very. That's why I was actually surprised. I was expecting to see that number like up higher.
Yeah.
Not so much. But I also it's hard to find. But like during this time, that wasn't considered the MLB, right? This was considered.
Oh yeah, that's MLB.
It was MLB.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tried to look it up. I was just wondering how much the MLB profited that year, and I'm just wondering if like this was like a fair profit share for a player at that time.
I mean, highest paid player in history for arguably the greatest player in history.
Yeah,
I think 70,000 back in 1927 was very, very comfortable for George.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And then every player, by the way, that year, they won the World Series. Each got a $5,500, almost $5,600 check.
Don't blow it all in one place, kid.
So, yo, fun. Let's do something fun real quick here.
Yep.
So this Michael Jordan, Monica Seles thing. Who's worth more, Monica Seles or Michael Jordan?
Who's worth more?
Yeah,
Michael Jordan.
Wrong.
That even a question?
Because you're asking, I'm going to say Monica Seles.
Yeah, man, you better know it, man. She's married to Tom Golisano, bro.
Monica Seles is married to Tom Golisano?
Yeah, man. I met her
Must
at
be
the
Tom
top
Golisano
I met her
Jr.
at the top 100 dinner last
What?
year.
This is facts.
Facts,
Yeah.
man. And
I gotta.
the top 100 dinner is a cool thing. It's like they do the top 100 companies at the convention center, and you get drinks and stuff. You walking around with your teammates and stuff like that, and you kind of just bumping into people and stuff. And I was like, she was in the general room, and I was like, it's Monica Seles. Like Tom Golisano was giving the keynote speech, and he got a Lifetime Achievement Award. And but she was just out mingling with people, man. It was kind of cool. But yeah, man. So
What is she doing with Tom Golisano?
What? This is breaking news to me. Monica Seles and Tom Golisano?
You waiting for my man to bite the big one.
Oh, let's not do that, Zeke.
Bruh.
Let's not
Bro,
do
Bro,
that.
Golisano is 32 years
Everybody
older
can
than
love, man.
Celis.
my
Let's not
man is
do that.
84 years old. That ain't love, pimp. That's an
Come on,
investment.
come on,
What?
come on,
Dave,
bro.
32
There's
years
somebody
older.
for everybody. Let's not
Dave,
do that.
look
Bro,
in the camera
you
with a
know there
My
was
straight
a
man is
face
prenup.
rocking the
and tell me
cradle.
that she did him for love.
You
Straight
know there
face.
was a prenup involved in that.
Hold
You
on a
know there
second.
was.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say, Zeke?
I said, look into the camera with a straight face
Okay.
and tell me she's in with him for love.
All right. Hold on 1 second.
Uh huh. Uh
She married him for
huh.
love.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see that
Bro,
smile in your eyes, pimp.
so for people on the national audience who don't know who Tom Golisano is, this dude is like big news in the local market in Rochester, New York, because he's got like a bunch of hospitals named after him. He was the founder of Paychex, which is like, depending on what market you're in, is similar to like an ADP or something like that, right?
He also
Um,
used to own the Buffalo Sabres.
and he also owned the Buffalo Sabres. Billionaire. And so that's why Dave was saying like she's actually worth more than Michael Jordan. She's that's wild. But I mean, not
Even
for
BZ
nothing.
can't deny it, man. She is definitely worth more
Well,
than
for sure.
Michael
Because I mean
Jordan,
she
bro.
she had to be a millionaire on her own right.
She
It's not
was.
like but that's the crazy part. It's not like she was hurting for money. It's not like she was looking for a come up. Even without Golisano, she's rich.
Yeah, man. She is.
Yo, she sacrificed more than Jordan too.
She slap your mama rich. All right. You already know.
Just in case
Dang.
my
She's
mama
got that
watching,
slap your
I
mama
would not
wealth.
slap you for Tom Golisano money.
What you say?
Bro.
Just in case. I said just in case my mama watching, cause she be lurking sometimes. And my mama would say for 5 billion, wake me up when you get paid.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Bro, this is the age old lesson, man. Like for people out there that just feel like, man, I'll never meet that one. You know, don't even worry about it. Just work on getting your money. You can pick anybody you want, bro.
That's horrible advice, bro.
That's it.
That is such.
Yo, that's,
Don't take that advice, folks.
Please don't.
bro, that's crazy, man.
Not
They're like, bro, you can rock the cradle for 30 years
Listen,
younger.
we are joking around about this, but I just want
Yes.
It's
to
all
put this out
jokes.
there,
It's all
man.
jokes.
I want to put this out there. Tom Golisano is one of the most benevolent people that you will ever meet. This dude gives. I mean, like he gives, man, millions of dollars away. Like it's trick or treat. I'm telling you, the list of achievements and the stuff that he talked about with his foundation. He has a foundation where kids can sign up to learn, to learn business acumen, and if they want to go into the business world, he has it's a school. It's basically will teach, it's kind of a preparatory school to teach kids prior to them going into college to excuse me, get a business degree. So and not only that, just the organizations around here, man, just the amount of money he gave away money uh a couple of weeks before he received his lifetime achievement award, and they were just naming off the organizations, man. And you could tell like he was not embarrassed by it, man, but it was like he came up there to talk about his family and his relationship with his grandchildren and stuff like that. And it was kind of sad because it was like almost kind of like a swan song kind of speech. He kind of was like talking like, he had gone through some health issues, and he was kind of accepting his mortality type of thing, and he was saying what he wants his legacy to be and where he wants his money to go and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, if all of us could be half as given as Tom Golisano is, man, the world would be a better place. Because that man gives a lot of money away, bro. I'm telling you, a lot.
You want to know what's even more is I think because I'm not going to say it is why. Maybe he just has a giving heart, but Tom Golisano has a child that has special needs,
Hmm.
and so that's why you see he gives a lot
Hmm.
to children's hospitals, right? And
Yeah.
like big time children's research for illnesses and cancer and whatnot. and you see his heart. I mean, he just built a center for autism here in Rochester, or funded it basically. So, um, I think when you live life and you experience the difficulties that come with life, um, I think your perspective is different,
No
just in
doubt.
general.
No doubt.
And big up to Tom for not just throwing money at his own personal, issues, but at the issue abroad.
Yeah. So back in the day when I was not married and I was like far more irresponsible. Me and four of my friends, we did a gaming marathon where we people sponsored us to game as long as we could, and what you did was you would raise money. You get people to sponsor you, and they Josh, you probably seen these at the hospital. They have these video game carts that they take into the intensive care or the children's hospital or the ward where there's kids. They
Sure.
wheel these carts in with TVs on them and like these video game consoles, and each of them costs a certain amount of money. And so what you do is you pledge to say, I want to be able to donate, two of these carts to this particular unit. And
Hmm.
so me and four of my friends, we did a gaming marathon, man, and this is ridiculous. My wife was gonna probably like want to throw up hearing this, but we gamed for 16 hours straight, bro. And
Wow.
we raised some good amount of money, man, and it was a good time. It was a really good time. And yeah, man. So shout out to Tom Golisano, man. You do your thing, Daddy.
Yeah, man.
Keep making it rain, Daddy.
Bro,
Look,
I'm
look at these people.
I'm
You
trying to
said it.
keep the podcast
You said
PG here, bro.
it. Money up, man. You can get you anybody you want. Didn't you say
Bro,
it?
That's hilarious.
just get your money up, man, and just give it away, and you'll get things in return, and you know a
Tom
wife that's 30
Golisano,
younger in return. You know what I mean? Just it is what it is.
he's giving a lot of money away, man, and
No
it's
doubt.
just that's a beautiful thing, man. So I really have a lot of respect for him, man.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Well, fellas, this has been fun. This has been fun. So we're still in the process of getting the material together, so that way we can have a big final top three draft. Hopefully, we can do that next week or the week after. But we're still working on that. We got some of the elements in play. We still got to figure out how we're going to be able to visually display that. But once we get that, it should be a lot of fun. So make sure that you join us next week, and we'll make that announcement, and hopefully we'll be able to run with that as well. Josh, you got something to add?
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
This is for my boy Zeke.
Thank you, John.
Hey,
You actually pay attention to the needs of your people. I
Yes, I
appreciate
do.
you.
I got you, bro. I
I just
got you.
want to give a shout out to the UConn women's basketball team. They just finished their ninth undefeated season since the 99-2000 season, which is crazy because you look at all the other programs, as the graphic says, there have only been 9 other programs to go undefeated. 18 of them, and UConn has half of them. That's ridiculous. That's a level of dominance. And I mean, you look at those players on that graphic. You got Maya Moore, you got Diana Taurasi, who a lot of people consider the GOAT. You got Nafisa Collier, who is arguably the best player in the league, next to Asia Wilson. You got Azzy Fudd, who is on her way. Paige Beckers just won a championship with them last year. They have a who's who of women's basketball players that have come through UConn. Gino is I don't know what kind of voodoo he's doing in the recruiting trail, but just seems like he keeps churning out legends from his team. So shout out to UConn and Gino for another strong regular season, and we'll see what they can do in the tourney. Um, 'Cause not always does it translate to undefeated season and you win the tournament. So let's see if they can go undefeated from tip to banner. And
yeah, March Madness.
it's coming up. The ACC tourney starts this week or next week. I can't. No, it's gotta be next week because
Hmm.
Duke Carolina is still this weekend. So
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
And one more thing. Rest in peace to the legend Lou Holtz. Passed away today at the age of 89. I think it was.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, he was. Yeah, if you were into college football, uh, even after he was coaching, um, just having him talk football on the ESPN shows, it was always cool to watch until health took over and started declining, and unfortunately he passed away today. So condolences to the family. Rest in peace, coach. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well said, brother.
Yeah, well done. All right, fellas. Yeah. Well, if you haven't already and you stuck with us this long, make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you all next week. Blessings upon blessings. Peace.
See.
Peace.